हाँ घर कर लिया है
So good morning everybody. Can you hear me? मैं ऑडिबल हूँ? सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we'll start a new topic, that is Fourier series. Okay. So this is most important topic. Fourier series, Fourier transform, inverse Fourier transform, everything will be covered here one by one. Okay. So whatever I have covered till now, you must practice all those things. Otherwise, you will forget everything. I have provided all the notes. Also, you can have some ebooks, and you can also purchase some reference books. And that will be helpful for future also. Whenever you go for some competitive exam, all these things. So continuous time Fourier series. Okay. If you know that, you are aware about that, there should have
हेलो
हाँ
सर, एक लड़की वेटिंग में।
हाँ हाँ थोड़ा नेटवर्क इशू है, बहुत बहुत बारिश हो रहा है ना। So today we'll start continuous time Fourier series. You can know that Every time we will study for continuous as well as discrete. Okay, so it's a new chapter, new topic, continuous time Fourier series. So here we study Fourier series analysis, Fourier transform analysis, inverse Fourier transform. Okay, basically when we go for frequency domain analysis, we prefer Fourier transform. Okay, so that's why Fourier series analysis is most important for you. So just I am starting. So the first one is continuous time Fourier series. Okay. So basically it is defined only for periodic signals. Okay, we'll start with periodic signal and let us take one example here. What is periodic? What is harmonically related? So I've taken one to see here. Okay. The red K. So now more okay. So this is for the lights. Okay, time T. Now the smaller one, what is the time period? Can you tell me? This is the sun left. That is one side these two sun.
The period and frequency.
इसका टाइम भी अलग हो तो देखो ये टाइम क्या है टाइम पीरियड so that's why the frequency of the smaller one will be double than the इसलिए I have written over there sin 2 omega naught t. Okay, so the frequency right so will be sin of t. So here omega naught your fundamental frequency. Okay, the basic frequency. So twice omega naught should be the second harmonics. Okay, so sin twice omega naught t, it is the second harmonics. Now if there are one more sinusoid which repeats 3 times here, in that case the frequency should be 3 omega naught. If it repeats here within this time limit t 4 times, so that will be the fourth order harmonics. So that means what is harmonics? There is some fundamental frequency omega naught. Okay, when 2 omega naught, 3 omega naught, 4 omega naught, 5 omega naught, all these are basically termed as harmonics. If it is twice omega naught, it is called the second harmonics. Okay, if it is 3 omega naught, then it is called third harmonics. If it is sin 4 omega naught t, then it is called fourth harmonics. So that is the concept of harmonics. Okay, so that's why I have written here. We can convert any periodic signal. Suppose मान लो हमारे पास एक periodic signal है, that is we are having some periodic signal. So we can convert any periodic signal into linear combinations of harmonically related complex exponentials. So that means we will convert it in the form of exponentials. Okay. So any sort of periodic signal can be converted into the exponential, complex exponential, means j terms will be there. Exponential j omega naught, something like that. And combination of harmonically related complex exponential. That means harmonically related terms will be there. मान लो this तरह का. Harmonically means I have told here sin twice sin omega naught t, sin twice omega naught t, sin thrice omega naught t. All these are called harmonically related. Okay, so that is the case. Suppose xt is equal to हमारे पास a1 e to the power j omega naught t. Okay, plus a2 e to the power j twice omega naught t plus a3 e to the power j thrice omega naught t plus dot dot. If we write in that way, then it is called harmonically related complex exponential. देखो ना यहाँ पे harmonically related because the first one having the frequency omega naught, the second one is twice omega naught, that is the second harmonics. The third term जो है a3, that is for third harmonics. Okay, so that's why I've written here. We can convert any periodic signal into the combination of harmonically related complex exponentials. देखो ये e to the power j omega naught t it's a complex exponential. Second वाला जो है e to the power j twice omega naught t, this is also a complex exponential. Why it is complex? Because j term is present here. And all the terms containing exponential, so that's why exponential, okay, complex exponential. So a1 is the coefficient, okay, of the fundamental term a1. A2 is the coefficient of the second harmonics. Similarly, a3 is the coefficient of the third harmonics. So we'll find out a1, a2, a3. We don't know the value of a1, a2, a3. So we'll have some formula. Okay, over there we can find out a1, a2, a3, all the coefficients. That is ak number of coefficients are there. The value of k is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a1, a2, a3 will be finding out later on. So this is basically is called a combination of harmonically related complex exponents. Okay, so you people also know that t is equal to the time period is equal to twice pi by omega naught. So here in continuous time Fourier series analysis, we will use two formula here. The first one is called synthesis equation. So xt is equal to k is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity ak e to the power j k omega naught t. That is the expression. Basically, we are writing in the composite form. Here the negative terms will be there also. Okay, so negative terms will also be there. So that's why that is called synthesis equation. The name is synthesis equation, and xt is written as combinations of harmonically related complex exponents that I mentioned here. So ak basically these are called the coefficients. Okay, Fourier series coefficients. So value of k is if it is -1, so a -1 e to the power minus j omega naught t. Okay, if the value of k is +1, in that it should be a1 e to the power j omega naught t. So that means minus omega naught and the plus omega naught. Okay, so symmetric in nature. Okay, similarly twice omega naught minus twice omega naught. Similarly, thrice omega naught at the right side minus thrice omega naught at the left side. So that is the synthesis equations. So another equation is there, analysis equation. In that case, how to get AK? AK is equal to 1 upon T, 0 to T. So this limit, as I mentioned earlier, whenever you have studied in energy or the power signals, there I have told you that limit should be either minus T by 2 to plus T by 2. Okay, 0 to 2, 0 to T. Okay, so the length, the integration length should be 1 upon that. Because length kya hai? From 0 to t, so t minus 0 is t. So that's why 1 upon t. So again, if it is minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, then the total duration is t by 2 minus or minus t by 2. Again, it is t. So that will be 1 upon t. So xt e to the power minus jk omega naught t dt. That is your analysis equations. Okay. So these two equations are most important here. So let us take one example, so understanding in the better way. Suppose you are having xt. Okay, xt is the signal, that is cos omega naught t. Okay, that is the input, that is the signal. Okay, so there we have to find out all the coefficient. That is ak. We are going to find out ak. So x of t is equal to cos of omega naught t. So in the case of cos omega naught t, you can represent as in the terms of exponential, complex exponentials. What is that? Cos of theta is equal to, people know that, e to the power j theta plus e to the power minus j theta by 2. So in that way, we have written omega 0, omega naught t here. So that's e to the power j omega naught t plus e to the power minus j omega naught t divided by 2. So you can separate it also 1 by 2 e to the power j omega naught t plus 1 upon e to the power minus j omega naught t. तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या है, the fundamental frequency is there, the omega naught and minus omega naught. So now if you compare it with these equations, okay, sorry, कहाँ गया इधर. So we'll get, see, that is A1, isn't A1? Okay, A1 e to the power j omega naught t, that is A of minus 1 e to the power minus j omega naught t. So that's why I have written what is the value of this A1 is equal to half here, and see देखो यहाँ पे क्या है minus omega naught है. Okay, so k का value what is the value of k here? K is equal to minus 1, isn't it? यहाँ पे k का value 1 है, यहाँ पे k का value क्या है minus 1 है, because see here a k e to the power j k omega naught t. So जब माइनस होगा यहाँ पे सो k का वैल्यू नेगेटिव होगा. ओके, जब ये प्लस होगा सो k का वैल्यू प्लस होगा. सो व्हेन इट इज j, सपोज j 2 ओमेगा नॉट t, सपोज j 2 ओमेगा नॉट t, सो दैट मींस इन दैट केस k का वैल्यू 2 है. सपोज यहाँ पे माइनस j ट्वाइस ओमेगा नॉट t, इन दैट केस k का वैल्यू माइनस 2. ओके, so in that way we are having two terms here when we have considered cos omega naught t. So a1 e to the power j omega naught t plus a minus 1 e to the power minus j omega naught t, because k का वैल्यू minus 1 है, and a k because k का वैल्यू 1 है इसलिए that a k वैल्यू a1 हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे a के वैल्यू क्या होगा a k, because k here minus 1. So ak means a minus 1. So a1 the coefficient is half, a of minus 1 here half. Okay, so दोनों half हो गए. So that is your xt cos of omega naught t, and we got the coefficient. This is standard form. If you could remember this answer, because cos of omega 0 t जब होगा, so we'll remember the coefficient. We have two coefficients, that is a1 that will be half and a of minus 1 that will be half. So both are half here. Now see, we have taken one more example. I am describing this also, then I will ask you whether you are having any sort of problem or not. So you see the second problem also. Don't worry, tension लेने का नहीं है. So x of t here sin omega naught t, omega naught t. So sin, so we can also one represent the sin omega naught t in terms of complex exponential. So it can be written as e to the power j theta minus e to the power minus j theta divided by 2j. We know all these things. So we can separate it also. 1 upon 2j e to the power j omega naught t minus 1 by 2j e to the power minus j omega naught t. So now I am asking you, you tell me what is the value of k here for the first term and what is the value of k here. Okay, so can you tell me what is the value of k here, that you have to find
Yes.
out first. k का वैल्यू यहाँ पे क्या है, बोलो. j ओमेगा नॉट t है,
But
k का वैल्यू 1 है. हाँ, यहाँ पे k का
sir,
वैल्यू
यहाँ +1 हुआ k का वैल्यू
हाँ यहाँ
-1
माइनस 1 होगा,
minus
so 1 होगा. So a k here a k means a1. Okay, a1 would be 1 by 2j, the coefficient is 1 by 2j. यहाँ पे a minus 1 because
Yes,
k का
sir.
वैल्यू -1 है, so a of -1 would be -1 upon 2j. Okay, so these are standard waveform. You keep in mind xt जब cos omega naught t होगा तो वो दो कोएफिशिएंट होगा सिमेट्रिकल, k is equal to -1 में और k is equal to +1 में. ओके, यहाँ पे भी जब sin ओमेगा नॉट होगा k is equal to -1 में, k is equal to +1, but the amplitude are different. Okay, amplitude are different. So now I can show you graphically the coefficient. Okay, so ak for cos omega naught t, I am showing here ak, that is the coefficient. I am showing the coefficient graph. Okay, for omega naught t. Okay, so in the y-axis I am plotting ak, along x-axis I am showing k omega naught. Okay, so later I will replace it, k omega naught is equal to k. मान लो वो जो तुम्हारा डिस्क्रीट टाइम सिग्नल के लिए हम लोग क्या था, एन टी एस था, एन स्मॉल एन इंटू टी एस. सो वी हैव रिप्रेजेंट दैट एन टी एस को small n in the discrete time signal. Simply here we will represent k omega naught is equal to k. Okay. So देखो ओमेगा नॉट माइनस ओमेगा नॉट वैल्यू क्या है, a1 का हाफ, a minus 1 का क्या था हाफ. So I have represented that. So later we show this graph in that way. ak for cos omega naught t, we show the k only. Okay, k1 means omega naught. Okay, k minus 1 means minus omega naught. If value of k is twice 2, that means twice, that means the second harmonics, you will understand. A का value जब 2 होगा, you are aware about that, that means it's the second harmonics. So twice omega naught, frequency होगा twice omega naught. Similarly left में होगा minus twice omega naught. So for the sake of simplicity, we will use here along x-axis k, but along y-axis we are representing the coefficients. So that is the coefficient for ak for cos omega t. So plus 1 में half, minus 1 में half. Okay. So these are symmetrical. Okay. So that is the case. So I have written here some notes for your betterment. What I have written here, Fourier series coefficients are being considered as impulses and they are equally spaced. So यहाँ पे देखो, just the amplitude is here, so that's why I am considering here the impulses. And if there may be position 2, or there may be some other coefficient at 3, k is equal to 3, and there may be some one more coefficient at k is equal to 4. So, and similarly the left side there may be minus 2 positions, there may one more have impulses minus 3 position or minus 4 positions. So ultimately what happens here, these points are, these coefficients are, these impulses are placed at equal spaces. They are distributed at, they are not randomly placed. They are having some sort of k value gap. Okay, so they are may maintain some constant value. Okay, suppose यहाँ पे 0 है, इधर 1 है, so gap कितना है 1. So दूसरा जो यहाँ पे होगा वो भी 2 में होगा और 3 में होगा. Sometimes it may happen 2 में नहीं है. Okay, k is equal to 2 में नहीं है, 0. That means the ak is 0 there. जब नहीं होगा, so we consider ak is equal to 0. So amplitude is 0 there. So 2 में 0 हो सकता है, 3 में भी वो exist कर सकता है. But they are should be in a specific time gap, constant time gap. Okay. Correct. It may not be fraction. It never be a fraction. K is equal to 1.5 में नहीं something. So that's why I am written over there. So I will take one more example. बोलो इतना दूर जो मैंने बोला, किसी को भी डाउट है तो बोलो, नहीं तो हम और एक प्रॉब्लम ले लेंगे. We'll take one more problem. So basically what we are finding out here, we are finding out the coefficients. Okay, and we are going to plot here up to this, up to we have studied. We are going to find out Fourier series coefficients. Okay, and that means ak values. Now we are going to plot all those values. That means ak versus k plot, ak versus k plot. Now one more example is there. That is find magnitude and phase spectra, okay, of fs Fourier series coefficient. So you have to find out magnitude and phase spectra of Fourier series coefficient. So we'll here find out coefficient, that means ak values, then we'll go for finding out amplitudes. Okay, so we are going to finding out ak values, and then we'll go for finding out their amplitudes, that is mod of ak. Mod of ak, amplitude का और magnitude का concept क्या है? Mod of magnitude means mod of ak. and the phase vector, that is angle of AK. So we'll find out later. So the problem is xt is equal to 4, that is DC term here. 4 is DC term here. So plus twice cos twice pi by 3t plus 4 sin 5 pi by 3t. Okay. So यहाँ पे DC term है, cos है, sin. So whenever you will have the signal, listen carefully, you will find out the fundamental frequency first. Okay. So we'll find out fundamental frequency here, and you people have the idea how to get fundamental frequency of the time period, because we have calculated all these things previously. So देखो ये DC है पहला वाला, so we don't have any frequency component. DC का frequency 0 होता है. So what is the frequency for the second one? Can you anyone tell me the idea about the frequency of the first terms? What is the frequency? I have written over there. देखो.
So pi by 3.
Yes, because see यहाँ पे twice pi by 3 होगा. Okay, twice because cos omega naught t, you have to compare in that way. Okay, cos omega naught t. So omega naught का value क्या होगा? So as you are having two components, so that's why I am writing here omega naught 1 twice pi by 3. Second जो term है, that is omega naught 2 5 pi by 3. So what should be the fundamental period? You will know that twice pi by omega naught, isn't the formula? I have written in there, and you know also t is equal to twice pi by omega naught. We have done all these things. So t1 should be twice pi by omega naught 1. So twice pi cancel out. T1 is equal to 3 here, and t2 is equal to twice pi by omega naught. So we'll get 6 by 5. So what should be the overall time period? So t is equal to LCM of 3 by 1. Rational number है, ये भी rational number है, 3 by 1 6 by 5. So what should be the final result? LCM of the numerator and HCF of the denominator. So what will be the LCM of the upper 3 and 6? That will be 6, and HCF क्या होगा? 1 5 का 1 होगा. So 6 by 1. So that's why I have written over there for remembering LCM by HCF. So ऊपर वाला जो न्यूमरेटर होगा उसका LCM होगा and denominator का HCF होगा. So ultimately we get 6 by 1, so 6 seconds. So fundamental time period what we get here, that is 6 seconds. So now you can find out the fundamental frequency omega naught. You will know that the formula twice pi by t. So how much t here? T is 6 here, isn't it? We got here. So over here we got 6 value as time period. So twice pi by 6. So pi by 3 radian per second. So omega naught is equal to pi by 3 radian per second. So we got the fundamental. Okay, we got the fundamental frequency. Got it? So now come to the equation. So you know that pi by 3 is your fundamental frequency. You remember that one. Omega naught is equal to pi by 3. So the second term क्या है? Twice cos twice pi by 3t, and the third term is 4 sin 5 pi by 3t. So we'll take one by one another. So the second term is twice cos. Okay. So bolo twice cos twice pi by 3t. It representing second harmonics, because pi by 3. So 2 into pi by 3. That means twice omega naught. Correct. देखो ओमेगा नॉट क्या था हम लोगों का? पाई बाय 3. We got that. So that is twice pi by 3 means twice omega naught. So k का value 2 here. So I have told you if k का value 2 होगा that will represent the second harmonics. So that's why I have written here represent second harmonics. Getting my point? Now जो थर्ड टर्म है 4 sin 5 pi by 3t, तो बोलो ये क्या टर्म होगा, कितना हार्मोनिक्स होगा बोलो, k का वैल्यू क्या है इधर,
फिफ्थ हो जाएगा।
फिफ्थ 5,
5 sir.
हाँ हाँ, so representing fifth harmonics. Okay, so now xt we can write in that way. We are representing it complex exponential terms. Okay, और ये तो पीरियोडिक होगा ही बिकॉज ओमेगा नॉट में पाई है. Okay, so the equation what I am showing here is a periodic signal and I am representing in terms of complex exponential. So पहला जो है 4 है, so in the case of 4 the DC term के लिए we can write omega naught 0 है, वो j omega naught pi by 3 into t. So e to the power 0 1, so we can rearrange it in that way. So now the second term see क्या है, second term देखो cos है, isn't it? So cos को तुम लिख सकते हो e to the power j theta plus e to the power minus j theta by 2. Okay, so that's why I am writing here. यहाँ पे ओमेगा नॉट क्या है, twice, फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या है, twice pi by 3 है. Okay, so that's why e to the power j 2 into pi by 3t plus e to the power minus j into 2 into pi by 3t. So that means j twice omega naught t e to the power minus j twice omega naught t divided by 2. साइन के लिए क्या होगा, फिफ्थ होगा 4 into e to the power j 5 omega naught t minus e to the power minus j 5 omega naught t by twice j. So यहाँ पे फिफ्थ हार्मोनिक्स है, यहाँ पे सेकंड हार्मोनिक्स है. Okay, so now you separate all the terms, otherwise you will not having the coefficients. Okay, so now I am separating each and every. Okay, so यहाँ पे दो, यहाँ पे दो, so कुल मिलाकर 2 2 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, so 5 terms we are having here. So now we compare these terms with this. We know that x of t is equal to k is equal to minus into plus infinity a k equal to j k omega naught t. So in that way we can show. So see here omega naught 0 है, so k का value 0 है यहाँ पे, है कि नहीं? So k is equal to 0 here. So a value would be a0, isn't it? So a k है, so a0 4 here. So a0 4 here. Now k का value यहाँ पे क्या है, 2 है, करेक्ट. सो ट्वाइस k का वैल्यू प्लस 2 है. सो देखो a2 is equal to 1, कोएफिशिएंट इज 1. ओके, नाउ k का वैल्यू -2 है, isn't it? सो k का वैल्यू -2, सो a -2 is equal to 1 again. ओके, a -2 is equal to 1. नाउ k का वैल्यू क्या है, द वैल्यू k is 5 here. So
5.
okay, so a5 twice by j. So sometimes you people know that j ऊपर नीचे मल्टीप्लाई करके माइनस ट्वाइस जे भी तुम कर सकते हो. So that is a5 is equal to minus twice j and that is k का वैल्यू -5 here. So a -5 is equal to क्या हो जाएगा, twice j हो जाएगा. So ये minus twice j minus a5 a -5 twice j. Okay, so we got all the coefficients here. So a0 a2 a5 लेफ्ट में a -2 a -5. ओके, एंड ओरिजिन में भी है, करेक्ट. सो वी गेट these much coefficient, but a1 a -1, okay, a3 a -3 and a4 a -4, these are absent here. These coefficients are absent here. All those points the coefficient should be 0 because all those points we don't have AK values. For k is equal to, बोलो
सर जो a5 है उसका तो वैल्यू 2/j आएगा ना, तो आप -2/j लिख.
हाँ,
और j
तो
को
ऊपर में तुम j
Okay,
मल्टीप्लाई
sir.
करो. ओके, ऊपर में j
ठीक है, sir.
और नीच में भी j. सो नीच में j स्क्वायर हो
ठीक है,
जाएगा, होगा तो नीच में क्या
हाँ,
होगा,
सर, समझ गया.
ऊपर में j नीच में डिनोमिनेटर और न्यूमरेटर बोथ को यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग बाय j वैल्यू. सो ऊपर में क्या होगा, 2j होगा और नीच में j स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. सो j स्क्वायर का वैल्यू क्या है, -1 है. सो इसलिए -2j, और ये वैल्यू इटसेल्फ माइनस है, सो माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा, इसलिए ट्वाइस j हो गया। समझ गया ना?
तो हम तो उतना में भी छोड़ सकते हैं ना सर, जरूरी तो नहीं है ऊपर लाना।
हाँ, जरूरी नहीं है, तुम 2/j भी कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
ओके सर।
ठीक है, वो भी तो सेम चीज है, दिक्कत नहीं है। तो नाउ विल गो फॉर प्लॉटिंग ए के वर्सेस के प्लॉट। ओके, मैग्नीट्यूड क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द मैग्नीट्यूड एंड फेज स्पेक्ट्रा। ओके, सो इन फ्रीक्वेंसी में ये स्पेक्ट्रा कहते हैं, जब फ्रीक्वेंसी एनालिसिस हम लोग करते हैं तो वो स्पेक्ट्रा कहते हैं। व्हेन वी आर डीलिंग विद टाइम वर्सेस मैग्नीट्यूड प्लॉट, देन इट इज कॉल्ड वेव फॉर्म्स। ओके, तो सीआरओ में हम लोग वेव फॉर्म देखते हैं, स्पेक्ट्रम एनालाइजर में हम लोग फ्रीक्वेंसी एनालिसिस करते हैं। सो देयर आर टू डिफरेंट instruments, one for cathode ray oscilloscope CRO, this DSO may be there for waveform analysis, time domain analysis, and frequency domain analysis के लिए for frequency domain analysis we will use spectrum analyzer. So we are now less than 1 minute, so it will cut out and we will again join it.